I don't want to freeze their teats off. So I have used my kids' thermos that I bought years ago, and I fill it up with some really hot water and some Castile soap. And what's nice about that is I can get them really wet, you know, more like a rag in a bucket, you know, so then I'm able to give them a nice warm bath on their teats. I would rather do a bucket, I think, but it's so cold, and like I said, I really feel like I can get this little paper towel as wet as I can, and I use a fresh towel every morning to wipe off their teats and get them nice and fresh for milking. Pumpkin is still not giving me much milk, but it is increasing. So her teats are much easier for me to milk than Apple's, but she does give a significantly she gives less milk. But I'm excited to have her genetics to add to our growing herd. That's a fun thing to say, our growing herd. So speaking of our growing herd, I know the question has been brought up, are we going to keep these goats? I mean, that's kind of what we didn't know. We brought them on. It's been about a month. So the question is, are we keeping the goats? And the answer is yes. We have purchased the goats. They are now ours. We own them. And I have a growing herd. So we'll be taking these girls back to Julie over at Dirt Patch's place in November for breeding. That is, if I can recognize the signs of heat and get them over in time. But that'll be really fun. I'm really looking forward to some cute babies and just a start of goats. I've got a friend who already wants to reserve our first buckling that we're willing to sell. I don't plan on keeping any bucks here at the property. I think I'll just utilize people that have them and just pay the stud fee as opposed to dealing with all that. At least at this point. That may change, but right now that's my plan. But it's been really nice to have the dairy in our lives, and they really are good goats. So I'm really grateful for that. And the knowledge of Julie and the knowledge of my other good friend Rose at Wholesome Roots. Two great knowledge sources that how could I go much wrong with them in my corner. So really grateful for that. And grateful for all of you. I know I'm grateful, but I am. In my cheese video, I got some great suggestions on how to fix it and what to do, and some offers for more help of how I could have done better. So, gosh, keep that coming. Really like it.
So I've got a bit of a problem. Winter's coming on soon. Temperatures are getting colder. And, well, let me just show you real quick what the problem is. That's about 300 feet of garden hose that we've got to use to get water to our animals. I'm going to try and solve that problem today. I've got my trusty shovel here, and I've got 300 feet of that polypropylene plastic pipe, and I'm going to run another spigot just like this blue one out back to the animals. So got a lot of work ahead of me. Let's get started. There's got to be a better way, a smarter way. I've got to dig a trench 30 inches down, 300 feet long. It's going to take a while like this. always wanted to drive one of these things. That's a lot easier than a shovel. And so I want to go down about 30 inches. That's the frost line. Actually, I'm going to go about 4 inches deeper than that, 34 inches. Get below the frost line. Maybe 36, I don't know. Yeah, 36. Get below that frost line, 300 feet, all the way out, all the way out back by the pig pen. And I think that'll be a big help to us, so here we go. It took me over 12 hours yesterday to dig this 300-foot trench, 36 inches deep. It started out going really well. In fact, the first 50 feet I got done within an hour and a half. But after that, I hit this really hard clay that Mini X just struggled to get through, and it was just slow going. I dug until it got dark and then turned on a floodlight and dug a little bit more, but ultimately got her done. So we're 36 inches deep all the way back to where we're going to put the new spigot. There's the supply line I'm going to tee off of. And so we're almost there. A little bit more work to do. I'll get the extra length of pipe that I need today. And it's starting to sprinkle, so I'm going to head inside. I don't think I'll get much more done today. Hopefully this rain doesn't bring too much moisture, because it's going to be... I don't want to be dealing with too much mud, or any mud. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for following us on this adventure, this crazy adventure we like to call homesteading. Appreciate all the comments, all the likes, and feel free to share our videos. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. We try to do videos every day, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.